him through rapid fire. If we have a chance to take a couple of questions, we'll take that. But so do put your questions in the comment section. But until then, Prashant, I'll take you quickly through rapid fire. As you know, rapid fire is just about 10, 12 questions. I'll just shoot them out at you, whatever first comes to mind. You're expected to blurt it out, right?
Oh God!
I
hate
this. Unfortunately, there's no hamper at the end of this, but we will have some fun with this.
Right.
So I think the first question, and all the odd one to ask you, but I think it's a very important one, is that one piece of advice you would give to founders about fundraising.
Oh, okay. Research. Read about the person you're going to pitch, and if you can make a personal connect, then your story will be much more reliable for the investor to read. If the investor knows that you have done a due diligence on whom you're approaching, that means you probably are doing due diligence in your business as well.
Oh, that's a very, very important point. If you've done due diligence, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, very well put. Second question, it's a Peter Thiel question, right, from his book 0 to 1. One thing that you know to be true, but very few people agree with you on this.
One thing that I know to be true, but very few people agree. Wow. I should think more about it. I don't think so I have an answer for that right now. Because I think whatever I think, most people agree with
raising money. That you can create a 5,000 crore company without raising money.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that had this plan not, but if we had not reached where we have reached, a lot of people would have thought we are fools that we let go of so many VC offers, isn't it?
True.
Yeah,
very true.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of opportunity in the meanwhile, which we couldn't take because of the ethos we were following. Yeah, the ethos we were following. So. Had this not panned out the way it did, a lot of people would say, like, look at them.
And honestly, I have seen, Prashant, at least in my experience, I've seen startups and I've seen founders who've actually changed their entire ethos because somebody dangled a 25, 30, maybe $50 million check in front of them, and suddenly you change the entire company for that. Correct. Till date, I don't think any of those companies have actually worked out, right? Because
it never does. You can never retrofit your business for the money.
Correct.
It doesn't work that way. The business should be the core, and money should be fitting in the business, not the business to be fitting in the money.
So true. And when do you get your best work done? Are you a morning person or night person?
I'm a night person. I love to work till 2:30, 3 a.m. And I sleep very less. I should be sleeping more. I sleep only for 5.5, 6 hours a day, and that's just a habit I've gotten into. I'm a terrible sleeper. I've always been a terrible sleeper. But yeah, I wish I could get more sleep.
So if you're writing an email, guys, you're writing after 12 midnight to Prashant. That's the time it gets read. Who's your favorite superhero? And
okay, that's also interesting. I have quite a few. I could say, who's my favorite you mean superhero like a superhero or like a real person superhero?
No, like a superhero, like one of the Avengers.
Batman for sure. Batman.
Why Batman?
It's so obvious, right? This guy is real. He basically uses his fist. He doesn't have all those superpowers, yet he is a superhero, as we all say him as a superhero. This guy is totally relatable to me.
Being a real superhero. So, and what is the first name that comes to your mind when you hear the two words, successful entrepreneur? Who's the first person that comes to mind when you think of that?
Elon Musk. Gotta say that. I have a huge man crush on him.
In fact, Ankur Ved said that Batman works at night as well. That's probably why.
Oh, that's true. Didn't think about that.
Yeah. So what's I guess you're a very recent investor, so I'll ask you another question. Like, what's one piece of advice that you would give your 18-year-old self?
I should have started experimenting with entrepreneurship while I was in the college. I should have done that. I just didn't know so much about entrepreneurship at that time. and I wish I did. And for the 4 years in the college, while I was doing so many of the things which I shouldn't have, I could have done some experimentation with entrepreneurship at that time, surely.
And I mean, and IIT Madras has an amazing list of companies coming out of it. And are you now going back to your alma mater and looking at, supporting companies out of it?
So, to be honest, I haven't done much of angel investment yet. It's just that we got some monies only recently. This is only 1.5, 2 months from now, right? So, but yes, I'm in touch with few IIT Madras's, young entrepreneurs to see whatever value I can throw.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What's 2 things that you have on your bucket list that are still not done?
Okay, so one thing I did do a bit, but I want to do more of it, and I haven't done all of it yet. About a year back, I left my phone, I left my laptop at home, and I stayed in a monastery in Nepal for 12 days. And,
Wow.
I was among 300 monks, and we meditated for 14 hours a day, and that was like a really really peaceful time for me. And my goal was to basically to be a monk at one point. When during the IIT times, I did think about it a lot to become a monk, and I probably would want to do that more. I would want to do that for at least a couple of months. And
Wow.
that's something which I get inclined to. And the other thing, of course, which is on my bucket list, is I'm playing quite a bit of chess these days. I spend at least half an hour to 1 hour every day. My current ELO ranking or ELO rating is 1450. I definitely want to take it to the north of 1800, and I'm working on it.
Wow. Maybe Hopspace should talk to you about that.
Sure.
A last 2 questions for you. What's the best and what's the worst advice in business that you've ever received?
Okay, so I can talk about the best. Worst, I don't even know. I don't tend to. I won't remember the worst ones, right? I just forget. The good ones, I remember. One time I was told that many a times you have to take the leap of faith first, and the trust part comes later. And I found it to be very true. Many a times you just have to go for it, and then the trust gets built over the period of time. It's not that you're always born with the trust of what's going to happen. The doubts, the self-doubts will keep cropping in all the time. And it's just that you need to learn how to control them and how to move forward in life. And I found it very helpful. Whenever I am in doubt, I actually repeat this sentence to myself, and I go forward with it.
Take a leap of faith. The trust will have to be built or will follow. Very interesting. And last question, and for the night, which is, what is one business you wish you would have founded?
There could be so many, right? The hindsight is always so clear. Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
So there's so many. I mean, I'm going to be lying if I say, oh no, this is what I wanted, this is what I do. There's so many good, exciting things the world has done. Like ISMA trip is probably nothing in compared to what all people are doing. In fact, to some level, the reason I say that I'm a big fan of Elon Musk is, I really, really admire what he's doing with Neuralink, the new company. And I think, I wish I could get an internship in that company right now. That's how I sometimes wish about it. It's just going to be a whole new, bulb moment. The bulb moment which happened for Thomas Edison, right, in 1800s. I think this is going to be another huge thing where you can connect, the silicon to your brain, as what he's trying right now.
Totally.
And I think that's going to be the biggest revolution ever in our lifetime. And I wish I could just even go over there and do an internship over there right now. So there's so many things which I would want to do, but that's something which I wish I had started Neuralink, to be honest.
So I think I'm going to ask my team. We need to make a concerted effort to reach out to Elon Musk. There has been 5 or 6 founders who want to get a link to him. It's time that we write him an email and ask him to come for the 50th episode of the Money Talks.
The biggest thing is, how does he even get mind space to run so many $500 billion companies? That's
So
just
true.
amazing. How do we even juggle so much between one company to the other company?
I know as VCs, we keep telling our founders, concentrate on one company, you need to build one company at a time.
Yeah,
And
he's
then,
just
and obviously,
contradictory,
then,
right?
yeah, and he's out there like doing 5 companies. He's thinking about all these things that he's building and going to build, and and the way he's raising capital and his share prices for that, it's truly amazing. So I know Prashant had taken 10 extra minutes, and it's been a very long 3 days for you. But so I all I can say is thank you so much. I like you. I like the fact that you're humble, that you don't think Ease My Trip has done a lot, but truly, this is an amazing story. Like in a world where obviously you're seeing all these companies are burning copious amounts of cash, and are being told to. Unfortunately, it's not. I don't think the founders really want to go out and burn money, but there is a lot of peer pressure that if somebody else is going too quickly, I need to go quickly. Otherwise, they're going to eat up the entire market, right? And then you have a story like yourself, like this, and you can build a 5,000 crore business. Yes, you can build wealth for yourself, and no, you don't need to burn investor cash or your own cash for that matter. And I'm so excited that at least the followers of the Money Talks get a chance to listen to that, and hopefully, when this episode goes live on all the platforms, a lot more people will learn from your experience. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Our pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for having me over here. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. We'll catch you again next week. Bye.